of thoughts experience past and persons. So it's a common and obvious phenomenon that thoughts would always strike my mind or it will come to me. And those thoughts may be distracted or may not be distracted. So how to have control over those thoughts? By going through a material, I went across some few things that you need to be peaceful, silent, but I don't find it practically that I'll be peaceful in situations when the things that are affecting me. So how do I have control over those thoughts?
But tell me, what's your name?
Divyanshu.
Divyanshu. How do you know that it is important to have control over thoughts? Anushri, you would probably be needed here. Anushri, yes, here. Be here, be here. Onkar. Right, we'll take this. So Divyanshu is saying that there are thoughts that distract, there are thoughts that do not distract, thoughts of 1,000 flavors and colors. How to have control over them? Surely this too is a thought that I want to have control over them. From where did this come? It's a good game. Participate. If you're talking about thoughts, playing with thoughts is a very good game. From where did this thought come? That thoughts must be controlled. Bolo, bolo.
So while attending maths class, you think that this 15 minutes of lecture while we are attending,
Yeah.
is just a chain of movement.
Is a chain of
Movement.
movement or movement?
Movement.
Moments.
Chain of movement. So while you're paying attention to whatever I'm speaking right now, they'll count up a present on that moment. Yes, your mind was present at that moment. And at any time, if any thought strikes your mind and you get distracted, so you are absent on that moment. So it continuously it'll be like present, whatever she's speaking. So every moment I'm paying attention to whatever she's saying, I'm present on that moment. But somehow if some thoughts come to my mind, so for that period of time, I'm absent to totally what she's saying. So this just came to me, I would ask you how to control all those things so that
There is an assumption that you are making without realizing that it is an assumption. The assumption is thought is bad. And every assumption is another thought. There is no way any intelligent person would at any point suggest to you that there is something evil about thought. Thinking is a wonderful activity. Thinking is a beautiful instrument. The faculty of thought is one of the great powers of mind. Or do you want to be like one of those madmen who, because of some injury to the brain or some disease to the brain, have lost the capability to think? How many of you want to be like them? Or even when they think, they can't think straight. How many of you want to be like them? Please get rid of this notion that thought is sinister. Thought is good. Thought is wonderful. Another word that you have twice used is distraction. I'm inviting you to inquire whether we really understand what is this distraction thing. Is it not just another label? One thought you label as concentration, another thought you label as distraction. And why must you do that? Just because somebody has told you that at this moment do this thing, and any other thing that you do is a... And why must you simply buy that? Why can't you inquire that what is this distraction stuff? And what is all this thing about concentration? Why must I concentrate? I assure you right now I am not concentrating. I am just present. There is no need to concentrate. But have you inquired? We said thought is wonderful. Thought is a sublime power of the mind. Thought, we said, is a very useful instrument. Now I'm asking you, everybody here, and reply. What is the use of thought? When must you think? Quickly. Don't you know when to think?
So before doing any action, we need to think.
So that?
So that we can have the thought and we can apply it.
No, there is the action.
No specific time.
No. We will proceed on what she is saying. Yeah, before acting, you say you want to think. You want to think so that?
So that I should be getting something right action from.
Get a desirable reaction.
Before you act, you probably have choices in the mind, right? Let's say 5 different ways are open to you. And you think so that you can zero down upon one. And after you have reached the solution, do you still need to think? Now the choices are gone. Now there is choiceless action. So what is the use of thought? The use of thought is that it helps the mind come to a solution. It enables the mind to come to an understanding. And that is why I insisted that thought is beautiful. But thought is beautiful only when the instrument is rightly used. If you abuse the instrument, then thought is dangerous and violent and very, very harmful. For a long time, you are going to talk about thought. Please be very clear about this. Thought must automatically settle down, and then it is wonderful. Do you keep sitting on the boat after you have crossed the river? Thought is that boat. Use the boat to cross the river and then get down. But if you make the foolishness of sticking to the river, of sticking to the boat, becoming attached to the boat, even after crossing the river, then we are an idiot. Use thought and then let thought stop. Thought is not a problem. You do not need thought control, Divyanshu. Thought is not at all a problem. Use thought. Use thought with the right kind of mind, with the mind in the right place. But
is again not in our control.
no, it's not a question of being in control. Control is a word that denotes dominance. Who will control? The same mind which is conditioned? I'm talking about being aware of what is happening. There is one kind of thinking which never comes to an end. You would have seen people who keep on thinking and thinking and thinking incessantly, without the thinking ever settling into understanding. Have you seen such people? And they are continuously thinking about the same thing since years. Their mind just wants something to play with. They will never let the thought subside. And this is misuse of thought. Use thought so that thought can stop. Are you getting this? Use thought so that thought can stop. Use the boat so that you can get down from the boat. Get on the boat, start using it, and then there a point must come when you should be able to get down. Use thought, and then thought must stop on its own, because thought has reached understanding. Thought has reached solution. But if you are attached to thought, if thought has become a pastime with you, then such a thing will not happen. Divyanshu, getting it? So be cautious of what that thought is about. Look at that thought and ask yourself, is it needed? If it is needed, proceed. Think with all your power. And if it is not needed, realize that it is not needed. This realization is sufficient. No control is needed. I'm repeating, this realization is sufficient. Control is not needed. No control is needed. This word, control, let it not be present in your vocabulary at all. See, so many of you are sitting here. If you are in attention, and most of you look so peaceful, your faces are settled, your bodies are not fidgeting. Who wants to control you? There is no need to control. The need for control comes only when this is lost. And then control is violent. Then control is suppression. I don't think here, as you are, you need to be controlled. We just need to understand our mind. We need to understand what all this thought business is all about. And then there is no need to control.